it's 11 p.m. and I just thought I should share my experience with the fivers, you know, fivers as in the prop firm. And so this is not the first time of getting an evaluation with them. I once did, which I lost out in the phase one, but this time around I did pass the phase one. And so stick to the video, keep watching. I would show you how and what I did to scale through the phase one and my challenges that I had with the platform in this video. And so at the course of the evaluation, I think I was around, I've made profits. I was around above 4% thereabout, or 5%, I guess. And then some profits were deducted. According to them, I reached out to the support, and I was told that I opened some positions during news release, which had to be deducted. I understood that that's some part of the rules, which I understood. But I took that trade. I remember it was true. I took that trade because I felt the news release wasn't, that volatile, and price was just sitting around my level for those that trade SMC. And so I just had to take the position, but I was wrong. So I understood that. And so I felt that has been, handled, deducting such profit, and then, returning my starting balance to almost what it was when I got the prop firm. And so the balance on the MetaTrader 4 and the balance on the dashboard no longer, tally. And so I had to pay more attention to the dashboard now. I'm good with numbers. And so I felt paying attention to the balance on the MetaTrader might put me into trouble, because it's either I hit the daily drawdown limit or somehow hit the overall drawdown limit, since I had more on the MetaTrader 4, because the profits that was deducted wasn't really, deducted from the MetaTrader 4. According to them, they had to keep the history on the MetaTrader 4, but deduct me, kind of internally on their own end, which I understood. So I kept trading, and then eventually hitting the target mark for, passing the phase one. And then I noticed the target had been hit, but on the dashboard it's still showing that I haven't, met the target. And so I reached out to the support through their agent on live chat. As you can see, some of the conversations on the screen. And so I was told that I opened 2 positions during news release. Same issue, same old issue, came up again. And so I felt it wasn't proper, because we had already, handled this, and it's a thing of the past now. That was why my profits were deducted initially. And now that I've met up with, the target, why still bring up same old issue? Is it that maybe anytime I make profit, you keep, deducting this? Then it means I may never pass the evaluation. And so we went back and forth, just as you can see on the screen, went back and forth, and it wasn't resolved. I think one of the agent was telling me that I should, once I scale through this phase, things like this wouldn't occur in phase 2. And so since it wasn't, handled from their end, I felt, well, it's a dead end for me, based on conversation. And you all know what the market has been doing, recently. So for someone to meet up with target and something like this is coming up and you're asking me to trade again, one or two trade might, send me back into drawdown, and then I'll get weeks of trying to pass this uh, stuff again. But since they wouldn't, uh, resolve from their end, I had no other option than to keep trading, and luck was on my side. I had, some good moves that very day, and then eventually I passed the phase one. And so I'll show you on my screen shortly uh, the past evaluation I did with them, how and why I failed right on, the phase one. I'll show you the equity curve and the equity curve of the one I just passed, and also tell you why I was able to, pass this phase one. I think it took about a month, but I was just patient enough. I was trading, I wouldn't say, yeah, kind of conservatively, but I was, managing risk properly and also waiting for the right move, you know, in the market. And so let me show you uh, this, and then we'll come back to conclude the video. This is the Fiverr's platform, their website. And so this is my account on the platform. It's nothing to hide here. As you can see, it's my, my full name. So there's nothing to hide. And so let's take a look at the overview. As you can see, this was the first account evaluation I took with them, which I eventually failed. Reason for disablement was okay, termination. So eventually I maybe breached one of the rules. And so let's take a look at the dashboard of this to see what really went on in this evaluation. The essence of this is to for you to for people to learn from it and eventually, get better with this evaluation. So let's take a look at the dashboard. Okay, as you can see, this is the dashboard and this is the drawdown. So this is the equity curve. You see how price I just went down straight into a drawdown, just barely 2 days of starting the evaluation from 9th September, which was last year, straight into drawdown on the 11th of September. With an equity curve like this, you can already tell experienced traders can already tell that trades for this evaluation were not really taken according to plan, or it could signify a newbie, someone who is entirely new into trading. But I'm not new into trading, just that I was, trading. I was just everywhere, just everywhere. I didn't keep my emotions in check. I wanted to do it so fast, to prove a point and all that. And so I know the account is small, but it's my first time of dealing with the platform, and I decided to go with a small account to at least test how the platform operates before I can eventually get a big, account with them. And so let's check no open trade, disabled. So these are the closed trades. And so let's check from the very first trade, which were for 9th September. So Euro USD JPY, the lot size 0.2 and $39 in profit, as you can see. And so the second trade, the other trades were, Euro USD for September 10th, and as you can see,
one standard lot, from a micro lot, from a mini lot to one standard lot. I think this is the jump. It was just too exponential. It shouldn't, it wasn't proper. And so, I kept, trading that way, so inconsistent. As you can see, this is Euro USD again, one standard lot for September 9th again, which resulted in a $30 loss. And so it goes on and on for, this is, as you can see, USDJPY. Let's check the quantity. 0.5 minus 60. 0.5 again for GBP USD. Same day, minus 20. So I was just everywhere. Look at GBP USD, one standard lot, one standard lot. And all these were on the 10th, same day. So I was just everywhere. And so it's just, you know, so crazy. And so when the drawdown was too much, I was trying to do it quick. Like I said, I started trading Nasdaq, started trading gold and all that to make it quick. But eventually I lost the account. And so what I trade SMC, but this trade, as you can see, these trades were not taken according to the rules of SMC. You can tell that I was just everywhere. I attempted this evaluation with my phone, not my computer. I never did proper analysis. I was just everywhere. I could be on the road and then I'm entering a position just everywhere. So if you are that such, if you are so busy that you're not seated in a place, you're trading on the go, on the move, stuffs like that, things like this can happen. Things like this can happen because no focus. And so let's take a look at, the very recent one. So as you can see, disabled, but target was met. Target was met. The first one, it was terminated. So let's take a look at the dashboard to see what happened here. So you see, now take a look. Just look at the beautiful equity curve here. Let's take a good look at the beautiful equity curve from $5,000 on February 24th. I came to 4,834 on same February 24th. And so immediately I told myself, no, what happened the previous time should not happen. And so I had to, call myself to order, re-strategize, and I started, building it back up. 490 came down 4987 and then back up to $5,054 like that, back down to 4993, back up to 5,000, just like that. I just kept watching the equity curve, to make sure I don't, get so much, drastic, losses within a day or two thereabout. Even if I'm getting these losses with consecutively within days of having a week of, losses all in a week, it should be, gradually coming down. And so from here, 4,977, I caught this move, and then ever since then kept going up and eventually passing the evaluation. So let's look at the closed, trades. So from the very first trade, as you can see, these pages are 21. So from February 24th, it took me over a month plus, you know, a month and 2 weeks, a month and a week, 2 weeks, they're about to pass this evaluation. So from the very first trade, Euro USD, you see what happened. Minus 48, 0.5, 0.5, 0.1. And so the next trades were USDJPY. I had to trade gold as well, had losses, and at a point called myself to order to stop trading, gold. And so, as you can see, Euro USD, two standard lot. And though I made profit here, but I told myself this is not the plan, because this could have gone bad and then I could have lose money, lost the trade, and then thereby putting me into further drawdown. And so I kept, trading. And so I started try to maintain, this a normal uh, quantity lot size, at least zero point 0.1 thereabout, 0.3 thereabout. And so I kept trading. Euro USD kept, appearing. I traded Nasdaq as well, but closed, very quickly. Euro USD kept on, appearing. Just take a look at the lot size, 0.05, 0.1, thereabout. So just 0.1, 0.1 Euro USD, 0.1. I maintained a consistent, lot size, 0.1, 0.1. So these were the trades that I was said to have opened over news. They were, deducted. No problem. We already passed. And so I kept on trading. So 0.1, 0.1, 0.1. So when you look at this, you see that there was no drastic, change in lot size. Again, I had to, caution myself, manage risk, 0.1, 0.1. Look at it, even $75, $82. So when you actually, you know, trade hard with plans, you don't really need to go out of your risk assertion to get, big wins. So as you can see, 0.1 is bringing in something like the 0.1. And so let's check further. 0.1, 0.1, 0.1. You see, when this 0.1, when I get the losses, see, minus 12, minus 11, like that. So I kept the risk really, low. See, 0.1. Gold came in again, 0.03, thereabout. So as you can see, these are, the trades, 0.1, 0.1. So Euro USD, 0.1, 0.1. So the risk was properly managed. 0.2, so 0.2, 0.1, 0.2. No drastic increment, no exponential increment, increasing the risk, increasing lot size drastically. I kept it low, and I told myself, even if it takes, 3 months, let me keep it low and trade very mechanically to see how well I would do with this. 0.1 for gold. So, so you can see 0.05. So it's very difficult to be disciplined as a trader, I know, but to succeed here, you have to bring yourself under discipline. So 0.5 resulted in a loss. So 0.5, 0.05, thereabout. And so bringing us to here, as you can see, all Euro USD, all Euro USD. Majority of the trades I took were for Euro USD. So as you can see, 0.1, $120, 0.1, 117, 0.1, 0.1. So when price really wants to move, you keep it low, it will move. You don't need to force it. But most places you see me, trading other pairs where, because Euro USD was not really moving, it was just ranging for weeks thereabout, and I needed to open position, and that was what took me to gold and other pairs. And so that's it. You can actually stick to a pair, trading SMC, to pass the evaluations.
That is it. I think the platform is great. The platform is great. So has been great so far. The customer support is swift, and they've been, long. They've been, long, stayed long in the industry. I think FTMO and the Fivers have really spent time, staying consistently in the industry. So, just in line of business, once in a while, things come up, and this is just one of those things. But I'll keep you updated. I've been here for long. Even I was here during I traded with my Forex funds before they went down, and so I understand when a whole lot of manipulation and all that is happening through maybe brokerage firm or prop firms, and so I'll keep you updated on the journey. So hit the subscribe button, share the video, you can leave a comment below on what you think about this video, and expect more videos.